figure out how to answer it. Are you kind of comparing?
No, I mean, I think like, look, you're 18 years old.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you,
they give you the ball.
yeah. I don't know. I have to answer that off the record. I mean, I love what he's doing. I love what he's bringing to this franchise, and like I said, looks like he loves the game. He's putting in the work. Jay Kidd early on got a little scrutinized because they started him at point guard at times, and I thought that was unfair. I think it's just great to put the ball in somebody's hands so they can just go through through the rough patches. And when you go through the rough patches, it allows you to grow at a rate faster than other players, and that's what Paul Silas, rest his soul, did for me. When my rookie year, I was basically started at point guard early on. And he allowed me to make mistakes and play against tough defenses and things like that. And I had to make the reads or whatever, So I see similarities in that. And on the basketball floor. Off the court, it's a little different. That's what I was trying to figure.
Mike Tirico has had a stat on the broadcasters. It's the first time ever that a player over 40 and then a teenager both had 20 plus in a game. It happened in the first half. I know it's not something you think about during the game, but just reflecting upon that now, what you're still able to do at your age, and then Cooper having the game he had.
Well, I mean, obviously Cooper's been in a zone over the last couple of games, but also just been playing consistent basketball all year. So it's great to see his. From early in the season to where he is today. That's great, as a fan of him and a fan of the game. For me, just go out and try to, I know what I'm capable of still. I know it's going to be challenging for our ball club, but, if I'm in the lineup, I got to try to make plays happen for us in multiple ways and try to do that enough tonight to try to help us win, and it wasn't enough.
LeBron, you were a part of a great Rookie of the Year race, and just looking at what Cooper Flagg's able to do, you played against Colin Kaepernick, there's other guys. Like, what makes Cooper as special as he's been, especially just playing against him now?
He's obviously special. I've seen that all the way back to like the AAU days when he was coming up in the ranks and playing with his team out of Maine and just doing the things that he was doing on the circuit. So knew he was special from there. And he's just taking that from what he was doing back home to the AAU circuit to Duke, and now here he's just getting better and better and better. It looks like he loves the game. He's putting in the work, so he's gotten better. But it's a great rookie class. You look at VJ at Philly, you look at Con in Charlotte, you look at Dylan in San Antonio. It's a great rookie class, and all those guys are making an impact in their respective teams. So the league's in good hands with those rooks.
Of the court tonight, you have LeBron James, 41, leading the Lakers in points, and then you're 19, doing what you did. For you, just the legacy of LeBron and kind of the future of the NBA with what the franchise wants to do with you, how was that point of view for the game tonight for you?
I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, he's somebody that, when I was a little kid, watching him go through his whole career. So it's really impressive, obviously, first of all, just to watch him and see him be able to do the things that he's, still able to do out there. But, it's a dream come true. These are the moments, these are the times, like, to be able to match up against somebody like that, the career he's had, he's obviously one of the greatest. So it's incredible.
Do you feel like your game brought, like, youthfulness out of his? Because he had some hops, he had some dunks, he was moving pretty
I don't know if it came from me, but that's just what he's been doing. He's been doing that all year long. Still, being athletic, playing in transition. So, it's really impressive.
You and LeBron actually had a little interaction after the game. Do you mind to share us what was it like?
Just showing respect. Like I said, that's somebody that I grew up watching and idolizing. Being him. So, showing respect. Obviously, they will have more of a season than us left, and they'll go into the playoffs. So just good luck to them and whoever they face.
Coop, what sort of a statement do you think you made with 96 points over this weekend?
I think it's definitely some sort of statement, but it just goes back to what I said. I'm confident in myself, and I know what I'm capable of, and I'll just let the rest of the stuff figure itself out.
What will you remember the most about this year? I mean, obviously 2 incredible games, the last 2, but as you noted, you said you didn't give the fans much this year. But you personally, what will you remember the most from this season?
I think the losing, that's something that I think me personally, but I think the whole team in general will definitely take away from this year. Is that it's a terrible feeling. It's not fun to lose so many games. So I think just taking that and using that as motivation, all summer long and getting ready for another season. And I think that's something that me personally I'll definitely take away from this season. And I think I would just say the growth. I think there's been a lot of growth throughout the season and from a lot of different guys. So I think that's definitely something to take away from it as well.